Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is the fragility of the facade. And you can try to imagine a world where the curtain is finally pulled back. And you can see the Wizard of Oz, right? And the average American can finally see the political system for what it truly is. But like I said, it's just the Wizard of Oz. Don't look behind the curtain, right? It's not a beacon of democracy, but a machine built to control, distract, divide. If the masses truly woke up to this reality, the entire system would crumble. Why, you ask? Because it thrives on our ignorance, our compliance, our division. Today I want to talk about what's really going on behind the scenes and why the truth would shake the foundations of power. So let's start. Let's start with the core system, okay? The illusion of choice. We are told that we live in a free society where elections let us pick our leaders. But for a second, just for 2 seconds, look closer, okay? Both major parties, while they bicker and piss and moan over hot button issues, often push the same big picture bullshit, the agendas, right? Bigger government, more spending, less accountability. Okay? And what do we want? Smaller government, less spending, transparency, right? That's all we ever asked for. But the national debt is over 35 trillion. Both sides add to that pile. Endless wars. Both parties have kept us in conflicts for decades. Now, granted, our president right now, President Trump, he's tried to end it, but he can only do so much. Meanwhile, the average American is stuck choosing between two flavors of the same med. The reality is, the system is not designed to serve us, the American people. It's designed to keep us in line. Think about this. Every election cycle, every 4 years, we're fed the same bull crap lines, right? The same promises over and over again. Lower taxes, better health care, secure borders, blah, blah, blah. But year after year, we get the more bureaucracy, higher cost, open borders, same bullshit every single day. If the masses actually realized that their vote is just a pressure valve to keep them from questioning this system, they'd stop playing along. It's a threat to those in power. Now let's talk about the media. The system's biggest cheerleader. Rah, rah, shish, goomba, right? The mainstream press isn't here to inform you. It's here to shape your brain. Whether it's CNN or Fox News, they're two sides of the same coin, pushing stories to keep you angry and pissed off at each other instead of at the system itself. They'll hype up cultural wedge issues. Abortion, guns, race. Because why? Division keeps us distracted. Shiny object. If we're fighting over who's more patriotic, we're not asking why our tax dollars fund endless wars and corporate bailouts. Social media is no better Algorithms amplify outrage, shadow ban dissent. They feed you content to keep you hooked. The reality? The media, tech giants, politicians, they work hand in hand to control the narrative. If people realized how manipulated they are, how their emotions are weaponized to keep them docile, the system wouldn't lose its grip. Imagine millions just flipping the switch, turning off the news, questioning the headlines, and talking to each other instead. And put your damn phones down and have an actual conversation. Instead of, oh, look at this meme. Oh my God, did you watch this video? So cute. Fluffy kitten. No. Put your phone down and have an actual friggin' conversation with somebody. When's the last time you talked to somebody who was awkward, right? Oh my God, is the sky really blue? Right? That's a revolution in itself. But here's the hard truth. The system doesn't want you free. It wants you dependent. Look at the growth of government. In 1960, the federal spending was about $92 billion. Okay? Today, it's over $6 trillion annually, and growing, and growing, and growing, and growing. Programs like welfare, healthcare, education sound noble, but they came with strings attached. The more you rely on the state, the less control you have over your own life. And that's only by design. Take the Second Amendment. It's not about guns. Never was. It's about the principle of self-reliance. The system pushes gun control because it cares about safety. It doesn't care. It does not care about safety. Okay? I'll say it again. It does not care about safety. But because an armed populace is harder to control, they can't control the good guy with the gun. Same with free speech. Cancel culture, censorship, misinformation. Okay? Those crackdowns. They're all about silencing the voices, like mine, that challenge the narrative. If the masses realized that their freedoms are being chipped away under the guise of safety or progress, they demand accountability, and the system can't afford that. So let's now talk about money. The average American, we work about half the year, pay for taxes. Federal, state, local, you name it, right? Yet, where does it go? Not for infrastructure. We don't have better roads or better schools, right? It goes to bloated bureaucracies and corporate handouts. The Federal Reserve prints money like it's monopoly cash, okay? Driving inflation that eats your savings. Since 2020, prices for essential like food, gas, housing has skyrocketed. Meanwhile, the elites stay rich, insulated from the consequences. If people realized that the economy is rigged to keep them struggling, while the connected few profit, they'd stop trusting the system, wouldn't they? They'd see through the promise of economic recovery and demand real change. Lower taxes, less regulation, and a system that rewards hard work, not cronyism. That kind of awakening would bring the house down. So what happens if we all start waking up? And I mean every single one of us, not the ones that are already awake. If they see the system for what it truly is, a machine that thrives on division, dependency, and distraction. The political class loses its power. Politicians, bureaucrats, and their media allies rely on our apathy to keep the status quo. But an informed, united people, one that values liberty, questions the narrative, demands accountability, is unstoppable. The system's fragility is its secret. Shh. That's why they keep us divided, man. Distracted, shiny object. Dependent. I need it. I need it. I need it. But we don't have to play their game anymore. Talk to your neighbors. Question the headlines. And think for yourself. And for God's sakes, put the damn phone down. The truth is out there. And it's closer than you think. If enough of us see it, the system won't just crumble. It'll be rebuilt by the people and for the people. That's the reality that they fear the most. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one, okay? You stay safe, stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less and God bless.